Friends, what is up? Greg Newmaster coming at you again with another action figure review slash unboxing. I want you guys to see what you're getting from Mezco when it comes in the mail. But this is the Mezco 112 Collective Superman Christopher Reeve version 1978 from the original film. So excited for this figure. Wasn't able to get the Hot Toys version just because, I mean, that thing is incredible, but they're just so expensive. I can't afford it. I just can't justify either paying aftermarket prices for it because it's like thousands of dollars. So just can't afford that. But when the pre-order for this came out, I jumped on it and got up as soon as like the pre-order went online and got mine and made sure I was going to get this version. Besides, I'm a 112 scale person anyhow. I like 6 to 7 inch figures. I like 3.75 scale. The the one, or what is it? I guess it'd be 1/4 scale, or what is it? 1/8 maybe. I can't remember. But the 12 inches, the foot long dolls, that's just not for me. Even though they're beautiful, they're stunning, but I wanted this version, and I'm a little suspect with Mezco because they're hit or miss. They like to put their own take on the figures for how beautiful and articulated and just the soft good costumes, how beautiful it all is. I don't like how they put their own take on their figures. I'm a very purist in the sense that I want my comic book Superman to look that way. I want my Batman to look that way. I don't want something new. I want from an exact representation from the comic books or the video games or whatever. So when I saw that they put this out, it looked like it was pretty spot on of Christopher Reeve, especially at that scale. So I had to get it. So let's get this open. I want you guys to see. So the only thing I did was cut the tape open in the boxes. That's the only thing I've done. I have not experienced this yet. So it came in this box. I was a little bit confused because I was like, why is it in a rectangular box, or it looks like a cubic box, a square box? Because their boxes are very distinct normally for the 112 figures, the 112 Collective. So it actually, they double boxed it, which was really nice, which I appreciated. For me, the FedEx thing said it was supposed to be a signed delivery. So they put it in 2 boxes. As you can see, here's the initial box and the second box. Which is nice. So lots of protection. And like I said, they said it was going to be a signed delivery. And I didn't have to sign for anything. FedEx just like dropped it at my door. Which is good and bad depending on where you live. I used to live in LA and my packages would get stolen all the time, which was very frustrating. I didn't even live in a bad neighborhood. I lived in a good neighborhood, but people would just constantly steal packages. So this is actually kind of cool. So what came in the first box was, there's my packing slip. I guess this is Mezco's logo. I'm pretty sure. Okay, there it is on the back. Thank you for being a MezcoToys.com customer. Our products are made by collectors for collectors. I love that. We hope you enjoy them as much as we do the Mezco Concierge. So that's really nice. That's really nice that they sent this. And then they also sent this thing in the initial box. What is this? Micro Mezco. So I'll open that up for you so you guys can see what you get. This looks like a condom package. But let's see what's in here. It's so weird. Okay. Oh, that's cool. They get a little guy. Oh, it's even articulated. Holy cow. So you get... So I ordered directly from Mezco. I didn't order from any other retailers. So you get your nice little Mezco guy. Look at all that articulation. The legs are articulated, the arms, the head. That's really neat. And it comes with a little boombox, which is awesome. And I think you can even, yeah. Oh, crap. He can hold the boombox in the hand. Anyhow, I'm not going to waste my time on that. Waste your time on that. Sorry, my overhead light just came apart. Let me just take a moment. I apologize. Okay. All right, so let's get this baby open. I've been waiting for this for so long. I haven't even looked at it yet. So it's bubble wrapped like so. Oh my. So this is different. So here is the container. It looks like one of those old tin trash cans that you could buy. And mine is covered in this plastic. It reminds me of like a Halloween basket or like a fruit basket plastic that you can get. And let's center that for you guys. And look at that beautiful, that is from the original film poster from 1978. Just looks fantastic. Just very beautiful. Look, the top even has the Superman logo on the top. This is more of a modern logo. DC, Superman, 112 Collective. Yeah, so anybody who's collected 112 Collective figures, they normally come in really nice cardboard boxes. But for this one, they went all out, and nothing on the bottom. Just there's all the branding information. Beautiful. Wow. So incredible packaging. I mean, this is a supreme collector's item. So if you were all about the packaging, there you go. So let's pull this baby out. Like, I've been waiting for this figure for so long. A word on Christopher Reeve's Superman. I remember the year was 1987. It was in the summer. It was the 4th of July. And Superman 4, The Quest for Peace, had just come out. The worst rated Christopher Reeve's Superman. But I could just, like, that memory is so vivid of going downtown, watching fireworks, and I remember having, my parents bought me, like, a Superman. It was, like, sort of like a doll, like, decoration thing for kids at the parade, and it was just awesome, and just such vivid memories. So anybody who grew up in the 70s and 80s, I grew up in the 80s and the 90s, Christopher Reeve was it. He is Superman. He will always be Superman. Any performance of Superman is measured against his because he embodied the character. A modern comparison, obviously, would be Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. It was just so iconic. It was so definitive. It was just so wonderful that it's really hard to see anybody else as Superman. Though there have been great Supermans. Henry Cavill, I'm a huge fan of Superman, especially for the look. He looks fantastic as Superman. Brandon Routh did a good job, but he was imitating Christopher Reeve. Who else? Tom from Smallville. I can't remember his name right now, but he was Tom Welling. He was fantastic. Fantastic as Clark Kent on Smallville. The new guy, he's not so bad on the CW. I think his name's Brandon Hecklin or something. I don't know how to say his last name, but he was okay. But I was actually more excited when Brandon Routh Kingdom Come Superman came on. So that was awesome. But anyhow, Christopher Reeve, just an incredible actor, was roommates with Robin Williams. I think at Juilliard they went together. Unfortunately, he wasn't in that many memorable roles besides Superman. One other movie really sticks out. It's called Somewhere in Time with Jane Seymour. And I'm almost positive that James Cameron ripped Somewhere in Time and that performance of those two actors and put most of that into Titanic. Like if you watch Titanic and you watch Somewhere in Time, like beat by beat, like they're just modeled after one another. So I feel like James Cameron ripped that performance and a lot of that and put it into Titanic. And that just shows how awesome Somewhere in Time was. It's a time travel movie. It's a love story. It's very fantastic. And another memorable role that he was in Village of the Damned. If you guys have ever seen that classic horror movie. It was actually a remake in the 90s that he was in. And then unfortunately he had his horseback riding accident where he was paralyzed from the neck down, but he continued to act after that in small roles. He was even in Smallville at one point, I recall. And just a wonderful actor, and forever will be Superman in my mind. So enough about me talking about Christopher Reeve. Let's get this baby open and see how much this looks like Superman, because, you know, the pictures I've seen online haven't impressed me very much and didn't really do him justice. But from what I've read from the people who were fortunate enough to get this early, oh, this is on here really tight. So I'm having a hard time opening this tin. They said when you get this figure in person, it looks phenomenal. So there is the inside of the tin. It's just, what great packaging. That's what I'm seeing as soon as I open it. So it's coming with batteries. I'm very excited. There's a diorama of the Fortress of Solitude with the crystals, and wow, that looks beautiful. So that's what's in the bottom. I mean, they pack these things so well. So directions on how to use the diorama. I didn't realize I was going to have to put batteries in this thing. But, oh man. So look at how packed that is. He's packed in the plastic. You can't even really see it. I can hardly see it. That's how well they pack this thing. So here's his stand in the back, which is great. And I guess it tabs open like so. And try and, oh, it's even taped at the top here. Oh man, I don't want to damage this. Take this off just very carefully, trying to preserve it. Ah, there's one on the bottom too. So it's taped on the top and the bottom. Let's see if I can. Thank you guys for bearing with me. But like I said, I like to experience this with you guys so you can really just, wow, this is incredibly packed. Okay, so there's there's a bunch of pieces in this actually. So they set it up on the diorama. And wow. We'll pull the diorama out first so you guys can get a good look at that. And wow, that just looks fantastic. If you look at oh my goodness, look at the level of detail on this. You know, and he costs, how much did he retail for? I think he was $125 if you got the pre-order. And that is a really good price for the level of detail here. Man, it screws on the bottom. So I wasn't prepared for that. I don't have a screwdriver with me to put the batteries in for you guys to see how it lights up. But look at that. I mean, just Fortress of Solitude. Beautiful from the movie, not like the comic books. And here's his stand. Just looks amazing. Just have wonderful display options. Comes with a little Mezco parts bag. and even like the batteries. So that's just what batteries are these? TC Best, super heavy duty. So very nice, very nice. So let's get into the man at the hour. Jeez, Christopher Reeve Superman. And they even bundle the cape in plastic. And let's pull him out here. Well, see, anytime I take this off, like the pieces just fly everywhere. So I gotta remember how this goes. So if I decide to put him back in the packaging, I can put him back properly. So he has multiple hands, which is great. You get, how many sets do you get? Looks like you get 1 set, 2 set, 3 sets of hands. You have. You guys can see this. So he's covered with the plastic. Oh man, as I just did that, one of the little tiny crystals for the diorama just popped out. I don't know where that came from. I guess it came from this side. Okay, so so be very careful when you're doing this, because there's 1, 2, 3 crystals. It even comes with the Kryptonite chain that Lex puts around his neck in the film when he tries to drown him in the pool. So yeah, these aren't secured in there with tape. But just real quick, let's get a look at the hands, because they're falling all over the place. If you can see the level of detail there, which is really nice. Like you can see the sculpted just ridges, veins, ligaments like in the knuckles there. I mean, this is very highly detailed. I can't tell if it looks like they painted it like just so subtly. They painted the details like in the hand. You guys can see that. See the little ridges and indentations and just the texture of the skin. Very impressive. Very impressive. All right, so let's get him out. I've been dying to see this guy. Even comes with one of those preservation packets so it doesn't rot. And his face is covered as well. Just pull that off and let's look at him. So this is the 1/12 scale, guys. 1/12, and I gotta say, that just looks beautiful. I mean, look at the blue eyes, the texturing on the skin. Yeah, I mean, people are right. When you get him out of the package, when you see him in person, I mean, it looks incredible. Just incredible, the level of detail. I mean, there's shading on the skin. It looks like there's pock marks. Looks like I have, is that a red fuzzy there on mine? Looks like I have one little quality control there, but see that there? See, like right below his ear and where his jaw meets his ear, you can see the paint. So like at this small, just the level of detail. I mean, look at the indentation in his forehead right there, right at his eyebrow. Just remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. His hair, however, doesn't look like they did much shading in his hair, which is unfortunate considering the level of detail of this that they did in the skin and the texturing on the skin. But, and the cape is wired. Just felt that. So that's pretty awesome. So you can pose the cape, which is nice, which they haven't done in the past. Look at the yellow logo. I would say that I think the cape should be a little bit longer. Typically in the movie, it comes down right to about above his calves or at his calves. This comes up to the backs of his knees. So this belt is really nice. It's like that plastic sort of look in the movie. Vast improvement on the previous comic book version 112 Collective Superman, in the sense that the underwear, the superhero underwear, are sewn on top instead of just being one piece connected to the pant leg. So the underwear actually come over top. And in the design of the 70s, they come up high as well. So they come up over at least the first abdominal, or around the first abdominal. So you have 1, 2, so it's a 4-pack instead of a 6-pack, because the pants come up so high, and that's how they did it in the early days. The boots look movie accurate, which I'm very thankful for. Instead of Super 7 putting their own twist on it, there's 2 pegs at the bottom. They look movie accurate. Even the build and the sculpt, he is slim and buff at top, and he looks like Christopher Reeve, and he looks the way that he was built as Superman. This is a winner. This is definitely a winner in my book. I'm so glad they made this, that they made it at this scale. Let's go over the articulation. I want to be very careful. Oh, also on the costume. So this is, looks like it's silk screened or glued on the logo instead of, I didn't like how on the 112 Collective Superman comic book version, how it was, they did that magnetic effect as if the bullets were bouncing off the logo, but it was like a hard plate. I like how this is a part of the costume instead of being like a separate piece. Also, the traditional light blue. I don't know if you guys can see it. My camera is not showing it the way that I'm seeing it, but it's movie accurate. It's a very light blue. It looks darker on camera. Even the trunks, but this is a very light cherry red, very light blue. So the blues and the reds are very light in the costume, and the boots are different color red. They're very dark red, just as it is in the film. Here he is from the back. Wow, even the stitching, they improved on the stitching. Like, that looks so sleek, like in the back of the costume. So very good job. You know, the problem with Mezco is, like, these things are so beautiful. They're so nice. I'm really afraid to handle them because I don't want to ruin the texture in the costume. But all right, let's go over the articulation. So, oh, wow, phenomenal. You can bring the head back that far so you can get a great flight pose. Head moves forward that far. He's on a great ball joint. That's what the ball joint looks like. Shoulders go up this far. We have double jointed elbows, as you can see there. Costume hides it very nicely. We do have a bicep cut. You just want to be very careful when you're posing this figure, because it is a collector's item. You can get snags on the costume, and you can stretch out the costume and ruin the fabric. So for something so nice, you don't want to do that. Let's get a look at his fisted hands. Look at the veins in there. You can see the vascularity, the ligaments, just such attention to detail. However, it doesn't seem like they didn't do much detail on the flesh tone. It seems like they left that alone because the costume covers that. What else does he have? He does not have the butterfly joints, as I can tell. So we can't move his shoulders in and out. So that's kind of a bummer. But look at the really great torso articulation. This is the loosest I have ever felt it in a Mezco toy. This is really great. Look at that level of crunch. He can crunch that far forward and stretches back. I mean, really stretch out those lower back muscles and the abs. Wow, that's fantastic. Hip flexors. Wrist articulation. We get the standard complete rotation, and he's on the hinge, and it's a nice little peg like so. So it's very nice. And he can do a full split. You can see through the fabric of the thigh cut. So let's see, we do have double jointed knees, but it kind of bends a little weird. So it doesn't, it just doesn't look perfect in the bend there. It kind of looks like his knee's rubbery, like you're bending a wire. But anyhow, and then we got the thigh cut there, but I really don't want to turn that too much. And let's check out the boot cut. Really good bending in the ankles. That was a problem I had also with the 112 Collective. Their ankle articulation is not, you don't really get much movement out of it. Like there's a little, but not much. And this has a lot. So this is really good. This is an improvement. And we got pivot. You can pivot, go up and down. Looks like he's on a ball joint, if you can see inside there on the ankles. And just the level of detail on the boots. Look at that. Incredibly movie accurate. So just a stunning figure. The quintessential Superman movie figure. And let's see here, what else? All right, let's put him on his diorama, and we can just kind of rest him on here. But this looks great, and I'll show you guys the other heads and accessories. So this is so you get 3 head sculpts. I thought you were only going to get 2, but it looks like they decided to give us. Oh, man down. So it looks like they decided to give us an extra one, which is very exciting, as I just lost him on the floor. There we go. Sorry about that. So you get actually a grinning one. I like this one. This is more optimistic. I think I'll pose him with this one. You can even see the paint in the lips there. Just the subtle color variation in the lips. So that is, here's the head that comes on the figure. So it's a very serious face, and here's just sort of a happy grin. So you get that head sculpt. And put that back in his little baggie to protect it. Okay, and here was the questionable one, like in all the pictures, is they tried to do the smile figure or face pose, and it looks a lot better in person, but it just, I don't know, something about the teeth look weird. They just didn't get it. They got the smile lines right, like in the eyes, but it looks like, do you remember that part in Terminator? It's either Terminator 2 or 3. I think it's Terminator 2, and John Connor is trying to teach the T8, what is it, T8-100? The Arnold Terminator, how to smile. And he, like, analyzes John Connor's face and people's faces, and then he does it. And that's what this Christopher Reeve looks like. It looks like a smile, but it doesn't look accurate. It looks fake or disingenuous. So this guy's never going to see the light of day, the smiley face. Okay, so what else? Let's take a look at these accessories, because, man, he's got some cool ones. So we got the Kryptonite necklace. That is just beautiful. It comes on a nice metal chain. Painted nicely, translucent green, and then it's painted gray on the back, and then we can just pop that around his neck. And then it comes with the green crystal. Now, I didn't understand, I never understood in the green crystal in the movie, Because I wasn't sure if the green crystal was supposed to be Kryptonite. I mean, I guess not, because it didn't hurt him. But it was green, so it never made sense to me why the crystal was green. Like, was the purpose to... I mean, the purpose of it is to make... Like, when he throws it in the ground, and there's the green crystal, it becomes the Fortress of Solitude. So, but the fact that it was green just bothered me, because Kryptonite is green. And if it's from Krypton, the inference would be that it is, in fact... Man down. Hopefully didn't scratch that. Anyhow, the inference would be that it is Kryptonite, but I guess it's not. So enough of me babbling on that. So you get the clear crystal, and then you get the green crystal that makes the Fortress of Solitude that he throws in the snow in Antarctica or wherever he is. And it looks like you can put it right down in the center. And I am not sure if it activates. Probably does. Yeah, it seems to be there's a metal piece on the bottom, so I guess it activates the diorama. And because I don't have a screwdriver on me, I can't show you guys how that works. So there's that. Maybe I can get it off with my X-Acto knife and get this screw open so you guys can look at it. Let's try real quick. Yeah, I can't. Darn it. So I'm sorry about that. I just don't have a screwdriver on me right now. Phillips head. So there's that, and as I said, you get multiple hands. There's one hand. We get the flying hand. Looks very nice, sharp and pointy. Sorry, let me set him up so you guys can look at him in all of his glory. Just stunning figure. Like, if you are a collector and you love Superman, you have to get this figure. Like, you are missing out if you do not get this figure. You get an open hand. So sort of like an open grabby hand, and then he comes with the fisted hands on him. You get it comes with 3 crystals, 3 heads, 4 sets of hands, and last but not least, Kryptonite, just as it is. So there is the Kryptonite, which looks beautiful. And yeah, so there he is, guys. Superman. 1978 Christopher Reeve version. I apologize because in my last Superman video, I kept saying Reeves, plural, when I was doing my Mayfex review, and it's a Reeve, and I knew that, but George Reeves was one of the first live-action Superman on the cartoon show, so I always get their names mixed up. So anyhow, let's compare him. So he definitely ranks as one of the best. He is the best movie Superman figure I have ever seen made, hands down. Here he is compared to NECA, which is one of the best comic book versions Superman's ever made, in my opinion. So these are the top 3 Superman figures ever made on the 1/12 scale. And this is Mayfex. Here he is. He's just a little bit taller than Mayfex Superman, Jim Lee style. So top 3 Superman figures right here. If you don't have them and you love Superman, you got to get them, because this is where it's at. Just a stunning work of art. Stunning. Just phenomenal. Terrific. Excellent. Every adjective I can think of that is just a great adjective. You have to buy this figure if you love Superman. Get him now while you can. Oh, one more thing is the wired cape. So just so you can see, he is wired there. Yeah, so you can like fan it out and do some poses for it. It's not wired on the bottom though. So anyhow, highly recommend this figure. If you like the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll keep making them if you guys like them. God bless you all, and peace. This is Mezco 112 Collective 1978 Christopher Reeve Superman, the best Superman that there ever was.